and he's doing excellent. So every case that I've worked with, especially with the pits, it's always been something different. And with Gunsmoke, again, it's all about being a puppy in an adult body. So as of right now, we've got 4, which is Ginger. She's not. There she is, right there. There's my girl. Okay, so right here's a social. There you go, right there. That right there is normal. That is dog behavior right there. See, now in the wild or in nature, wolves will actually start chewing on tree limbs, to sharpen, just like if you see Alaska doing. There she is right there. So you see Alaska, she's actually chewing on the wood itself. Okay. So see, that's a normal behavior, So most people will, buy chew toys and stuff like that. For me, I'm going to give them something that's normal, that's natural, that they would actually find in the, in nature itself. So, a lot of times, people ask me, why do you have tree limbs in the yard? Well, again, it's part of, them being who they are. You see that? So not only Alaska would do it, but Chico does it as well. It's a normal behavior in dogs. It's a social thing that they do amongst one another. It's like when they're eating leaves of a certain tree or something. So, but this is pretty much what I do for my guys, is give them, the natural stuff. This is what you would be doing if, there were no humans around. So see, and Gunsmoke is also picking up one of the other behaviors by eating those leaves. So the more time that he spends with the pack, the more he's going to know and learn how to be, around other dogs. Now, I could do this at a dog park. It would be, I would have more dogs to work with. But the thing is that when you go to a dog park, everybody's energy is on different levels. You've got excited dogs, you've got, shy dogs, nervous dogs, fearful dogs, dominant dogs. You got every type possible, energy. It's like a roller coaster there. But, here, I don't have to worry about anybody interrupting, what he's learning. This is, our time, this is our quiet time. And, by him being around everybody else and watching and studying, like if you look at him, look how he's looking at Alaska and Chico. There you go. So another reason that there's a hole here is because the pack actually starts digging, because that water that is in that tub right there actually gets dumped there, and of course it becomes muddy, and during the hot days it's really, really cool. See, at a behavior like this, most people are like, oh, that kind of thing, and start, he's already feeling good, he's already excited, but then, of course everybody starts, doing the whole verbal thing, and just, revs them up more. If you're gonna do that, okay, fine, But if you notice, humans would, cater to that. And if you look at everybody else, nobody's really catering. You're going to do that. Okay, fine. Enjoy yourself. We're just going to chill out here. So, but do you see the difference in how dogs interact when a dog does this, opposed to the way humans will react to, that same activity? There's really nothing cute or special about rolling around in the dirt. It's just something dogs do to feel good, and that's it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5. So, and there's 5 right over there, little Ginger. So let's see who 6 is going to be. See, what I'm doing also is I'm not letting anybody out when he's waiting. I don't want him to wait. Now, if he tries to control when they come out, then that's not what I want. But of course, the pack is going to follow me, and if the pack follows me, then he's going to follow me. So I have to be very patient and time it just right. Kratos. There you go. So I don't want the energy to change. I just want him to be at a distance, so that way I can go and let him out. Because a lot of times, you know, someone is going to try and control, you know, the excitement. And I don't want him to do any type of controlling, because that's not his job. His job is just to enjoy the company of others. That is his only and one task. So now we've got someone bigger than he is, and of course Kratos is my ambassador. So again, I want him to be around every type of dog. I want him to be around every type of size. And I know Kratos is going to do, you know, an outstanding job, because of course he is my ambassador. So he usually helps me with, you know, my insecure dogs. So not saying that Gunsmoke is insecure, just saying that, you know, he does need to be around different sized dogs. So, you know, large, extra large, medium, small. So toward the end we'll probably be letting our small guys out, but right now I want him to observe and be around, you know, the pack itself. So again, like I said, my main goal is to have at least 5 dogs out with him. And then after that, you know, I mean, we can go ahead and spend, you know, at least about an hour out here. I mean, he needs to be, you know, with everybody just to be part of the pack. Now, if you notice, when I show affection to the pack members, I'm showing it to, you know, my main guys. I'm not showing it to him because, you know, he has not earned it yet. Yes, he is doing exactly what he needs to do, but, you know, I want to reward everybody for everything that they're doing. So they are doing exactly what I need them to do. Gunsmoke is still learning. Now, to thank Gunsmoke for, you know, for doing what he was doing, yeah, we'll go ahead and give him some cookies or you know, a bone, or, you know, something for him to, you know, to like, okay, I did all this, I get something at the end. And that's what I want him to do. So before we did this, we had him run on the treadmill for about a good hour and 30 minutes, I believe. But I'd have to go and check the records, and I do keep a daily record or a current record of every time that he jumps on that treadmill. So I want to be able to keep record as far as, you know, speed, how long he's been, when the speed changes occurred. So I want to be sure that he is not going to try to dominate, you know, Kratos. You know, I want him to be respectful around everybody. It doesn't matter what size you are to be respected within the pack. That is one of the pack rules. See, and even though we have, you know, dogs have, you know, rules and laws and guidelines that they have to abide by. So as long as, you know, I enforce the, you know, what is, you know, the rules within the pack, you know, then of course we're going to always have successful intergrades, you know, whatever we're working with. So the thing is that, you know, you're not, you know, rule number 1, no domination, no mounting. Rule number 2, no fighting amongst one another for food. No possessing, you know, bones or you know, certain items. You know, respect each other. Look at that. Perfect, perfect. There you go. Attaboy. There you go. Perfect. There you go. So you see, by watching the other pack members or what they were doing earlier, he has now picked up that same behavior. Okay. So again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now we're gonna go get 7. So you see the difference in acknowledgement when Gunsmoke is trying to get near the bone opposed to Chico. See, with Chico, he's coming in more softer, so she can just easily, kind of like block him from getting to the bone. For Gunsmoke, he's more of like, ooh, I want to go for that, and of course, she's letting him know, no sir. So a lot of what I've learned on working with dogs has actually come from, the pack itself. So I study, I learn, I watch how they interact with each other, this is the privilege when you're working and living with dogs 24/7. You get to learn every day something new. So see, even though, nothing really happened right there, what he saw is that, I'm not interested in your bone. So with that being said, he can, learn to not be so possessive around food or even just a bone, So if another dog passes, most dogs, when another dog passes, they will guard or ask for at least about 2 feet of distance from, that object. But by her, just smelling it and then just continuing walking away, he doesn't feel the need to actually having to protect his possession.